Do with production, doing it wrong gaming. The Brotherhood and a new gang of Raceland Raiders, they had a battle. Did a free player battle with me being Frank Horrigan. The Brotherhood disposed of everything, including Frank, and they won by a mile. So they did end up having an injury with one of the scribes having a day off, and then they also have recruited a new knight. Where's the camera? So he's got a melee weapon. Be nice to have a power armored dude with a melee weapon. So that was quite a bloody battle for the Raiders, but that's okay. They did end up getting some improvements, which I think was just the main Paladin getting his Gatling laser fully upgraded. Now they're now at 360 rep, but they're down to 322 with the scribe being out, but they still have 5 models, so they're going pretty strong. The Super Mutants, on the other hand, are sitting at 264, but they have one person that's resting up, so they're going to be at 239. So there's a bit of a gap. I'll organise some drugs and things for them to take. This scenario is a wasteland encounter. I ended up rolling hunting party and ambush. So the Brotherhood is still set up on the board, basically already at the tokens. With hunting party, the crew that has more incapacitations, causes more incapacitations, will gain free experience points and free reach. Otherwise, if it's equal, it'll be 1 and 1. And then with the ambush side of it, if the Super Mutants do more than half casualties to the defenders, then they get free experience points. But if it's the other way around and they defend, then the Brotherhood still will get another free experience points. I've got a map set up with some height terrain. Show you that in a second. Yeah, and we'll just get into it. Here's the board all set up. Super Mutants are in various places. They have elected to hire the Ghoul. There he is. And the Brotherhood are going to be dropping in their leader on the start of the second round. So this will be round 1. Start with, because this is an ambush, we're going to do some surprise tests. The leader is not included because he's off the board. Bartholomew, the field scribe, he's looking for 4s and he's failed. Tristan is on 5s and he's got 1. Galen has failed, and my unknown knight with the shish kebab has passed. So I'm going to put some fatigue tokens down. They had to move 3 inches away from the closest visible model. So for the field scribe, he could see the hound, and for Galen, he could see the mutants up the back. So they've just moved forward. Everything else is the same. So the Ghoul is going first. He's going to use his 1 and done. It is a 5 perception test using his perception value of 5. He is going to take some psycho because I want this guy suppressed. Hitting on 5s. 4, it does not beat his endurance. A harm, intelligence of 5. So each one that's above 5, he suffers fatigue. And they're both, so he's not going to have a turn. Tristan, he's only got 1 action. 4 dice test, hitting on 5s. 2, this is hitting the dog. I'm going to try to make the guy run away. Into ignite. The hound's agility is 5, so he's past it. So he's not going to be ignited. He is just going to suffer 1 harm. The sledgehammer is coming in, needing 5s to hit. There are an extra 2 dice to this pool. 1 for charging and 1 for having a mate. So that's 6 hits onto the knight's endurance 6. So he's going to take a harm and an injury. The knight actually took 2 harm and an injury because of maim. He's now going to be attacking the hound. who's got the extra harm on him. So this is a 4 dice test for 6s. 2 misses, get an extra roll. That's a hit, so that is enough to kill the little hound. Hound dying will cause a panic test. 2 intelligence test, looking for a 4. Oh my, this guy's run away. So having killed the, killed the hound and made the other super mutant flee, we're going to do cap search. So we got 10 and a 6. So we're going to get 10 caps, 6 parts, and that will become radiation. But everyone is immune except for this guy. So the super mutant brute has moved up. He's now within 7, giving him his storm of 3. So he's going to have 7 dice plus the 2 harm that's already on the knight. This is looking for 6s. Not too good. That's Pierce. His endurance goes from 6 down to 5, which then causes a harm and an injury. Field Scribe is going to use his free agility gun, and he missed, so that's an experience point. The Master and the Hound have moved around with a get moving action. Now the Master is going to attack the Scribe with his pistol. Dice hitting on 5. So that's just 3. Scribe's endurance is 4. With Pierce, that will come down to 3. So that'll be a harm and a wound. Knight Galen is going to be shooting at the Hound. It is within his range. It's 4 dice, hitting on 5s. He's hoping to make the Hound run away, but that is a complete whiff. The heavy pipe pistol, range of 8, 4 dice, hitting on 4s. Extra 3 dice. Roll an extra dice, miss. So it's 4, it's just going to cause a harm. Other guy has got Pierce on his one, hitting on 4s. Extra. We've got 6, this is with Pierce, bringing his endurance down to 5, so that is going to be an injury. We'll take out Nameless Knight. The end of round 1. The Ghoul has just finished his second action by moving up, so he's nice and close to Knight Tristan. The big boys there are ready to come in and attack the rest of the Brotherhood, who are getting swarmed. We do have the leader coming in this round. Currently, the Brotherhood are up by 1 of their conditions. So let's go to round 2 and see what happens. So the Brotherhood leader, Hadriks, drops here. He's going to take a move action, and then he's going to shoot this guy. Now, if this guy dies, all of those guys are actually within 3, and they would be doing a confusion test. 7 dice test, hitting on 8s. Got 2 extra. There's 9, so that guy is completely annihilated. We've got the guy with the sledgehammer. Intelligence being 4. Survived. He's not running away. Now the hounds, they have intelligence value of 3. 1 hound has succeeded and the next one has not. So 1 hound has run. Bringing our tally to 4 and 1. The Ghoul, hitting on 5s with 7 dice, is just 1 hit. Tristan is now on 3 harm. Tristan shooting the super mutant at the top of the bridge. Looking for 5s. We've only got 1 harm, and then his second shot will have an extra dice. Looking for 5s. 1 harm. Agility test with the ignite. It's matching the endurance anyway, so the guy passes, but he is dead. Rust, the Master, is charging in. He has got an ungodly amount of dice right now with the extra 2 for charging in with wind up and having a ally and 1 harm being on the Scribe. This is hitting on 7s. Adding 3 dice though. 6, 7. That is greater than his endurance, but it is not double. What have we got? Oh, we do have Pierce and we've got Maim. So he is reduced down to 3 endurance. So we have doubled his endurance and we have destroyed him. So the tally. Brotherhood have 1, 2, 3 models left. So if the Super Mutants can kill one more model, they'll win the ambush. But currently, the Brotherhood are winning the other objective. Galen is going to try to do the old kill the hound and make you run away trick with the master. So 4 dice, looking for 5. So it's 1 harm. He does not have fast, so he will wait. The brute moves up. He is storming with his minigun. He needs 6s, and he's also taken a dose of psycho. Done 4. It does have Pierce, reducing his endurance down to 5, so it's not enough. So he's going to take a harm. So Galen is shooting the dog again. He's got 1 extra dice for the harm. Looking for 5s. Oh my god, I suck. Alright, so that's just 1 more harm on the dog. The ghoul is going to fire at Knight Tristan, needing 5s. Oh my god. Okay, so that's another harm, putting him up to 4 harm. Okay, so the dog charges in. He needs 4s. He rolls 1 more dice, it doesn't really matter. So he's going to add 1 harm. The next guy with the sledgehammer is going to be coming in, and this requires 5s. 5. He's going to take a harm and then a second harm. So he's going to be on his max harm as well. At the end of round 2, we have the ghoul facing off with Tristan. Tristan is currently on max harm. The Super Mutants are coming in, converging on Brother Galen here. He's on max harm. Yeah, not many people left. Casualty count is 5 to 2. Hadrik has moved. He is going to attack the Super Mutant in the back. This is a Stormy gun. 6, which is hitting the endurance value, so he is going to go up in a puff. Intelligence of 3. He runs away. The Super Mutant Brute with his minigun. We are hitting on 6s. 1 more. We have Pierce, which reduces the endurance down to 5. So we are going to do a harm and an injury. Tristan's up. He's going to try to put some harm on the Brute. Brute's endurance is 6. Add our ignite. 5 or less to pass. And he fails, so that gets added. So he's actually done a harm and an injury to the Brute. His second attack with fast. In 5s. We're going to add 1 dice. 5 or less to pass, and he does pass, so that is simply another harm. On 2 harm and 1 injury. The ghoul is going to try again. 5 to this. This is attacking Tristan, by the way. 7, so he is going to do a harm. Galen is attacking the Brute with the minigun. Hit him for 1 harm, so now he's on 3 harm. Do the ghoul again. Attacking Tristan. Anything that he does, he'll hit. Tristan is down to 1 hit point. So we're looking to harm the Brute. Needing 5. Nope, no criticals. Just puts him up to 4 harm. 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 4. Charging. Wind up. Master had to skirt around Knight Hadrik, but was within the 8. We're looking for 7s. 8, 10, 11. Not double, but it is going to be 1 more wound. At the end of round 3, going into round 4, 1 wound left, 1 wound left, uninjured, uninjured, uninjured. So most likely the ambush is going to be successful, but the shooting party is going to be successful for the Brotherhood. Tristan is shooting at the Brute with the minigun for 5s. Testing the agility of the Brute is 5. So he fails, so that adds. Endurance is 6. So it's just one wound. Next attack with the fast action. Nope. But that's enough to do another wound. Ghoul is going to attack Tristan. Just 1 hit, and then he'll be dead. Super Mutants have achieved their ambush scenario. We've got the Brotherhood Paladin shooting into the Master, looking for 8s and another 2 on top. Ignite 2, 1 success and 1 becomes a hit, so 7. That beats his endurance phase, so that's going to be a wound and a harm. The Paladin moved in to give his friend support, but it is the Master's turn. He's rolling a lot of dice, needing 7s. He did well to miss a few, but that's enough to put him down. With the Master knocking it down Galen, it ended up being a draw game. The Super Mutants got their free experience points for winning their ambush. They got an experience point for surviving. And they also got an experience point for the harsh lesson of losing a champion. The Brotherhood, however, got their free experience points and an extra 30 reach for winning their objective. They got 1 experience point for surviving, 1 experience point for failing forward, and 1 experience point for their harsh lesson. The Brotherhood also scavenged, and they got 10 caps and 6 parts. So we'll do the rolls, and then I will see if there's any skills and whatnot. The Hound has got an 8, which is a clean bill of health. We've got this Super Mutant. He's got a 5, so he's clear. We've got this man. He's got a 9, and he's clear. This fella here, he's got a 3, so he's got a serious injury. He's got an 8, so he's slowed. His agility is penalized. And then the Brute. He is a champion, so he is seriously injured. And he's got resting up. Brotherhood, we're gonna do our scribe first. Got a clean bill of health, he's fine. Then we've got our 3 grunts. So let's go new guy, nameless new guy. He's got a 9, he's clean bill of health. This guy, that's a 4. So he's just scraped through, and this guy, he's got a 6. And then we're going to check the ghoul. 2. Ooh, so close. He just goes on his merry way. The Brotherhood's actions. So, I should also note that they've gone up 1 in their quest progress for their vertebra drop. And that's all that they got accomplished there. They are going to expand by spending 2 each. So they roll a 7, so they're going to get city, no they're not. They're going to get a lookout to add to their facilities. Then they are going to use their bartering, 4 dice, testing charisma of, what's this charisma? 6. That's 3 out of 4 have passed. So there'll be another 9 caps to add. So then they're on 39 caps. And then we're going to do parts for the new guy who needs a name. But we're just going to do his laser pistol, increasing its range to 14, and the machete is now 5S. The Super Mutants, they progressed their quests by having a model in the crew incapacitate a champion. Can't do any modifying. We'll see if we upgrade our strength for endurance, as we are going to do Rust's level up. But firstly, let's see if we've got a recuperate. So we've got 3 dice for endurance, endurance being 5. A 0, 0, and a 5. Luckily, we got that extra dice. So the slowed is gone. We're also going to do the same thing the Brotherhood did, and we're going to look for a new facility for the Super Mutants. They rolled a 7, also being a lookout. I guess they're going to share the lookout. Rust is getting a level up. It's costing 4 experience points, leaving 1 experience point left. Rolling a 5, so that is increased the model's endurance by 1. So he's now going to have a nice endurance of 7, which also gives us part of our quest. So we need 2 more guys to have some endurance or strength upgrades. And that's their 3 things done. So that's basically game, and we'll see what I do next. May take me another year to complete. And I might be fatter and bald.